Do we ever regress in our evolution? How? Can we speed up the evolutionary process? There's no regress at all. I know what you mean by this question. Do we take the life of animals after the death? I say yes, but still it's not a regress. You may change the body, but you are still getting new experiences through the body. You continue to learn. You continue to explore the life. You go in a Cadillac on a highway, then get down, and then get into a jeep to go into a jungle. You change the vehicle, but you are exploring. You are learning and knowing more. The same way you change different bodies, but you go on and on and on, getting more and more experiences. So it's a continuous evolution and no regress. And to speed up the program is to stop having desires that would create more and more bodies. Because the desires cause the bodies. If you don't have desires, you won't have a body. According to your desire, you can change your body. Even this physical body, this present body can be changed according to your desires. And it does change. If your desires are gloomy, your face looks gloomy. If your desires are bright, your face looks bright. That's why by seeing a face, you say, oh, he seems to be really happy, enjoying something. Huh? By seeing some other face, you say, look at that crook going. The desires are visible in the face. That means they literally change the face. And thus the body. So if you keep on thinking of such nice, divine, yogic ideas, the body will be a yogic body. If you keep on thinking of crooked ideas, gradually you will become a crook. So, when you can change your body even in this lifetime, even while living in this body, why can't you get other bodies according to your desire? So, if you stop such desires that will call for a body, then you won't have any more birth and death. That's the end of it. That's what you call karma yoga. All your services are completely dedicated, free from selfish reasons. Because selfish desires call for your birth and death. If your desires are totally selfless, that is the end of it. Because you are not acting for your sake. So that will be the way to speed up your process. There is a confusion in me of how I can continue what I am learning here without also having to change my working everyday life. Well, it depends upon what sort of work you do and how you want to continue the retreat at home. You don't need to do the same thing what you are doing here. Same timing may not be possible. But the ideals are to be kept in mind and adapt in your own life. Prepare a schedule for yourself. If you have to go to work at 6 o'clock in the morning, all right, have just a little bit, half an hour meditation or 10 minutes meditation, 10 minutes asana, pranayama. You can just shorten it. And when you come back in the evening, you can do. If you are a night watchman, if you are going to stay out the whole night, you have to come and sleep a little. So for the others, evening will be your morning. So switch over. So don't just be trying to live up to the letter, but take the spirit. Adjust any way that is possible for you within your area, within your work. But if your work itself is something totally against yogic principles, as I said the other day, suppose you are in a factory where they produce smoke, cigarettes. Then for the sake of the money, you are contributing something poisonous. That doesn't mean I should say immediately you quit and go to some other, be without any job, look for welfare. Maybe keep in mind, look for other opportunities, work for a few months here. When you get another opportunity, as soon as possible, leave this and go there. So take it easy. Don't try to be divine overnight. We can still go a little slowly. Use your common sense. Is one morally wrong if he or she does not live a yogic way of life? Yes, morally wrong. Why? You won't be happy, you won't be peaceful. But if you want to be unhappy, restless, go ahead, do it. It's not wrong then, because that's what you want. But I haven't heard or seen anybody who want to be unhappy. Yogic way of life means living a happy life always. If you want to live a happy and peaceful life and give that peace and happiness to others, then you have to follow some of these principles which we present in the name of yoga. Is there any disagreement about the nature of reality between Zen Buddhists and yogis? No, there's no difference at all. There's no disagreement. There are only different type of expressions or presentations. Who asked this question? Yeah. What does the Zen Buddhist say about the nature of reality? Say that again. I still try to get what.
You see things in the world, the only constant is change.
Only, yes, there is always change. Yes, but there must be something to change. Is it not so? If there is nothing to change. So there is something that changes constantly. That is what we say also. There is something. But that something, if it remains as something, even the word something is not correct. Literally we cannot say what it is, but there is. It's not as a little something. The essence is there. But you cannot see it, you cannot use it, it's of no use to anything. So it gives room for changes. Like the same vibration gets into different densities. So that change is unreal, but the essence is real. That is what sunyam they sometimes say. Sunyam is nothing. We also say, yes, there is nothing. God is nothing. And everything also. So if there is really nothing, then how can you see everything? So it is nothing and everything. And it is very difficult to recognize the nothing without going through something. You have to go the other way to the very source, because that is what you see now. You see the change, so make use of the change and go to the very core. You are already in the arc, on the rim of the wheel. The wheel is rotating, and you are also rotating. So gradually find out a spoke, and then crawl down, 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 down towards the very core. Once you go to the very core and sit on the axle, then still the wheel rotates, you remain there. So it all depends upon in which part of the wheel you are. So we go from the changing world to understand the unchanging principle. So they all mean the same. After all, Zen is the teachings of Buddha. Buddha also was a Hindu in a way. He presented the idea in a little different way because very many ideas were misunderstood and misinterpreted by the so-called Hindus themselves. So he wanted to clarify everything. That's why he didn't even bring God much. He said, don't talk about God, there's no use of talking about. That doesn't mean that he denied. He didn't want to talk about God. Why? Because it's not something that could be talked of. It's something like we are all trying to talk about sleep. Wasting sleepless nights. Still nobody could understand what sleep is unless you sleep. So instead of talking about sleep, we can talk about how to get into sleep. How to prepare yourself for a good sleep. That can be talked, is it not so? Go, work hard, do some nice karma yoga. And then get tired, get hungry, eat something. Go and have a good wash. Eat something light. And then prepare a soft bed, not too soft, too hot. And if it is chilly weather, have some blankets. Put some nice soft music. Not a rock and roll. If you put rock and roll, then the whole bed will be rocking and rolling. So we can tell you all that and then lie down. Don't worry about anything of tomorrow. Tomorrow is not in your hands. Don't make plans for tomorrow. When you wake up, you can do something. Now you are tired of the day's work, you are going to sleep. That's why you are in the bed. Tell your mind that, and then just lie down and relax. Simply put your mind to the music. If you don't have enough money to buy a hi-fi, there is a music going on with the breath. Listen to the music. Just observe the breath going in and out. That has a music of its own. Just lie down. In a few minutes, you will just be in deep sleep. In a few minutes, I'll be in deep sleep. Then what will happen? Could you tell me that? Sorry, you will know it what it is. That's what God is. He again, in his Four Noble Truths and 8 Commandments and Dasa Silas, he also talked about moral life, character building, ethical perfection, right thinking, mindfulness, concentration, meditation, maitri, karuna, mudita, upeksha, friendliness, compassion. See, they're all part of the commandments. If you follow all these things and meditate on what you are doing, he never asked you always to sit and meditate for 10 hours or 8 hours. No. Meditate on what you are doing. With mindfulness, do your acts. He never asked you to sit on a cushion for 8 hours. In that case, everybody can become Zen monks. Who is to feed whom then? We can all sit and meditate for 8 hours. When the bell rings, there will be nothing in the kitchen. You should be practical also. He never said that. Lead your life, but do everything in a meditative way. Constant meditation, meditate on everything. When you eat, meditate on your eating. Don't talk business. When you digest, digest it well. When you sleep, sleep. When you go to the toilet, go and do that job. That's meditation. Often I say people, if you have constipation, that means you have lack of concentration in the toilet room. Yeah. Because you go there with bundles of newspapers, packets of cigarettes, and then you forget why you are there and you keep on reading the news. All of a sudden you jump up, go and open the radio. Or go to the office and complain, I'm a little constipated today. One thing at a time. In the toilet you are going for a particular job, do that job well. Close your eyes and think of it. Think of your large intestines, the ascending colon, transverse, descending. You can command them. Yes, tell them, hey, come on, move. They are ready to listen to you. You are the master, know that. Every limb, every piece of your body, every inch of your body is ready to act according to your commandment. But you don't exercise your mastery. Because you don't even concentrate on that. So if you sit and concentrate, it will be a successful evacuation. Yes. No constipation. See? Concentration, meditation goes even into the toilet room. And that is what is yoga. Yes, that's what we mean. Everything must be in the perfect way. One-pointed, and that too done with proper motive. Do it well with good motive. 2 points, keep it. What is the motive? Selfless. For the benefit of others. For the benefit of the entire humanity. That should be the motive, and do it well. If it is for the benefit of the humanity, why should I work so hard? There comes the next, do it well. Do your job perfectly. Karmasya Kaushalam is yoga. I have read that through yoga one may obtain the powers to materialize objects from thin air. And to transport the physical body over large distance through mind control. Is this of any value to a spiritual seeker? That's a good question. Yes. There's no value. So just don't go into all these things and call yourself a true seeker. If you are a spiritual seeker, gain that spirit. Get that, all others will come afterwards. Keep your mind clean. Get that peace in you, which is God in you. Clean mind and peaceful mind. If you get that, all this trash will be at your feet. All the miracles will be at your feet. Seek ye the kingdom of God. Everything else will be added unto you. The scripture promises. Because when you get God, then all these will be at your feet. You won't claim the credit for you then. You will be saved because God is there. But before that, if you seek these things, you will be in trouble. And God will not be reached easily. When I say again God, 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 it is a peace of mind. All I know about God is the peace in you. The peace in you is God in you. God has no particular form or name or sitting somewhere pulling the wires. No. The supreme peace in you is the God in you. Don't ruin that peace. You are born with that peace. Maintain it. Can I develop the strength to follow the yogic path and not be sucked into do the things my peers and family do, such as smoking dope, drinking wine, eating meat, etc. Sure, you can develop that if you follow all these practices. Not only you will develop the strength, others also will notice that in you. And by your own example, they will also learn to follow a little bit, gradually.